The news on Vanguard Live. I am Precious Chukwu. We begin with the front pages of the papers this morning. Starting off with Vanguard. Vanguard is leading with Petrol. Oil marketers propose 550 naira per litre price to Dangote. Rider says the talks ongoing over price margins. Others, and that's coming from marketers. And let's enjoy benefit of domestic refining. And that's coming from expert consumers. Sector-wide impact expected, and that's coming from CPPE. Refinery owners task the federal government on $1 billion fund. On page 26, mistakes Nigeria made, and that's coming from General Ike Wanchuku. Yusuf to Ganduje, you speak of failures after 8 years of misrule. You can read that on page 9. Terrorist kill army lieutenant, wound 4 soldiers. You can see that on page 9. Edo communities commend Obaseki task him on more roads to ease campaign. And of course, stories above electricity metering will enhance investment growth in power sector. That's coming from DE-HARYOR boss. And NPAN, NGE, NUJ bonds, CSOs, others seek probe of journalists detention. And of course, a Monday interview, tariff hike, how we are solving Nigeria's power problem by Adelabu. We take a look at the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian is leading with road to 500 billion naira recapitalization. Bank owners lobby seek adjustment in share capital composition. We can see an infograph on that report. Naira's defense, debt servicing gulp 1.4 trillion naira as foreign reserves dip. Gavi Alliance initiates a $1 billion program to boost vaccine production in Africa. Electricity tariff hike. SCCPC orders pressure federal government to revert decision. APC leaders allege plots to disrupt Ondo primaries. And focus on fixing Nigeria's problems, not Labour Party's internal crisis, says Obi. Yusuf knocks Ganduje over criticism of administration. And on page 5, criminal in camouflage. How rising impersonation of operative complicates internal security. Take a look at the Punch newspaper. The Punch is leading with federal government plans 3 national ID cards for 104 million Nigerians in June. Rider says the NIMC awaits a presidential approval for May launch. Says procurement will be seamless. Nigerians to get different e-cards for banking, social intervention, ECOWAS activities. Salah, federal government declares Tuesday, Wednesday holidays as Tinubu arrives Lagos. Female London Lagos solo driver gets heroic welcome. Indian bound the trafficker vomits, excretes 80 cocaine wraps in Lagos airport. Stories above dollar video release report of Ganduje's probe. Kano tells EFCC. $2.3 billion Siemens power project transformer substation arrives in Nigeria. And lastly, on the front page of the Punch newspaper, OPS takes power tariff hikes protest to Tinubu. And that's how we can take on the front pages of the papers. Join us after the break. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. If you're just joining, still today in the news of Vanguard Live, I am Precious Chukwu. Joining me to talk about some of the stories on the front pages of the papers this morning is Mr. Aliyu Mohammed, CEO of Magnet Communications, also former editor of Daily Times and Concord Newspapers. Good to have you join me this morning, sir.
Good morning, Precious. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Alright, let's delve in, and we're talking about Petrol.